Hi, my name's Matthew Topper and I'm the founder of Data Only Greater, and we recently published version 2 of DTOcean, the Ocean Energy Array Optimization tool, in March of 2019. And this video is demonstrating how to install the DTOcean software using the graphical installation wizard. And a future video will show how to install the DTOcean database alongside. So the DTOcean software is published on GitHub. So the first thing we need to do is download it. If you go to www.github.com/DTOcean, you'll be able to see these pinned repositories at the top, and you want to just click DTOcean here. And this gives you some information about DTOcean on this front page. And if you scroll down, you'll find installation section and wizard-based installer. And you want to click the releases page here. Now we're going to install on a Windows 10 64-bit machine. So note that DTOcean is only available for Windows presently. We're going to click the DTOcean Win64-2.0.0.0.exe file here to download it. And we're in Edge, we're going to click Save. Now it's going to take a little while, so I'm just going to cancel this because I've already downloaded it earlier. And you'll see on my desktop it's sitting here already. I will go and get the getting started example files though, and we'll just use these to test that it's installed properly. So grab that, click Save. And we'll see it's there. And I'm just going to put this onto the desktop there alongside, and we can see this now. There's the zip file there. So an important thing here is I have version 1 of DTOcean installed on this machine as well. So if you happen to have that installed, I'm going to show you basically how to uninstall it prior to installing version 2 and how to update your configuration files. From version 2 onwards, future updates, you should just be able to double click the installer and the software will automatically remove the old version. It is possible you still have to update your configuration files, so this is worth viewing. So we start by going to your Windows Start menu and finding DTOcean if it happens to be there. Of course, on Windows 10 you don't have the uninstall, so we're going to go to Settings, and we're going to find Uninstall. Now, it's important actually you uninstall the hydrodynamic data first. In this case, for version 2, you won't see this separately. It'll all be bundled into one uninstaller. So we're going to click Uninstall. Yes. Yes. And then we can remove the DTOcean software. Now, even though this has told you that it's finished, actually it hasn't. You have to go through this process here, and then this will delete the files. Again, this is fixed for version 2, and actually you should just be able to, it'll uninstall and give you the notification that it's finished following installation. And there we go, it's finished. Okay, so now we can just check that DTOcean's not there. Yeah, it's been removed, so we now have at least a clean area to install it. So we look at get our DTOcean 2 Win64 2.0 executable, we double click. We get a license agreement to begin with, we click accept, and then we get a notice about how the installer is going to run. So it runs in two parts. The first part is to install the software, and the second part is to install the data. I'll show you that as we're going through. There's also some options for the first part of the installer, and we can talk about those as we're going, as we're doing it. So click next, click install. And then this is just basically unpacking the first installer, which is booting up now. So again, it's just telling you a little bit about installing it. You have the license again, click agree. And you have a choice here whether to install just me or for all users. If you do click all users, note that you need to uninstall from the account that you installed it at the moment. I'm just going to click just me. Get the path where I want to install it to. It's going to install into my home folder. It's fine. So you got some options here to add DTOcean to your path or to use DTOcean as your default Python. I recommend that you don't click either of these because essentially you can't do very much with the Python installation that comes with DTOcean. There's no real configurability, so I would just leave them unclicked. But if you did want to have a Python, use the DTOcean Python and to have access to, for instance, command line tools that come with DTOcean, then you would click these two. So now it's going to install. You can see all these files being copied here. I think we'll pause for a bit because this could take a few minutes, and then we'll come back when the second installer is ready to go. Okay, so we're just about finished with the installation now. It's just putting in the last few packages. This is a little bit slower than it would be necessarily on a standard machine. This is a virtual machine, so a little bit slower copying the files. Okay, there we go. So the software is installed now, and now it's going to move on to installing the data. So we just click next, and we can click finish. It's going to unzip the data files, and it's just going to install them into the same folder that DTOcean was installed into. There we go, that's finished. So yeah, like I said, you'll see that actually there's no hydrodynamic data anymore. It's just all in one folder, your DTOcean 64-bit folder on your start menu here. So the next job then is to update your configuration files. So the most important one here is to update your database configuration, and there are some tools in this folder to help you do that. If you haven't changed anything from DTOcean 1, then you can just do overwrite here. If you have made changes and you want to keep those, you can do copy. And so I'll just show you how that works. So we do copy database config safe here. And then that's going to put the new configuration next to the old configuration. So we have to find the old configuration. And you can do that by going to your user account and then just going to the hidden app data folder, APP data, click roaming, DTOcean, and DTOcean core config folder, and then you'll see these two folders: database YAML, which is your old configuration, and database YAML new, which is your new one. So essentially you need to merge these two files. We can open these up with Notepad or something like that. So that was the old configuration. This is the new configuration. So as you can see, they're pretty similar. You just need to, essentially make sure you've got this DTOcean examples version inside your new configuration. So basically, I'm just going to remove all of these. And there we go. Save it. Close it. Close it down, and I can delete, once that merge has happened, I can delete this new file, and our configuration's all set up for DTOcean 2. So we can close that. We can now start the software. So if we go to DTOcean 64-bit, we can click DTOcean, and the software will start. You'll get this splash screen. Just shows you now how the components are loading up. It's loading the big packages like Matplotlib and Pandas first, and it starts loading the DTOcean components. Again, it's a little bit slower on this virtual machine compared to how it would be on a native operating system. And there you go. So the DTOcean window's opened up. We can check that our configuration was right by opening a new project and just going to the select database. And we see we have this local thing here, and yeah, we've got DTOcean samples, DTOcean user, and this is basically set up for the new database, version 2 of the database, which I'll be showing you how to install in another video. So let's just minimize that for now and open up our unzip our getting started example files. So this has a working example for DTOcean in this thing, so we can just check that is. We close this project down, we open a new one, go to the desktop, find our file, find our DTO file, rm3, 10 example DTO, open that. Okay. And actually running through this example is in the docs at dtocean.github.io, and I'll put a link to that below in the video description. So there'll be another video about running this example, and I'll put links to the video for installing the database and running this sample in the description below. So thanks for watching, and enjoy DTOcean.